Don't do a lot without Sean, and then really make sure we figure out who the next guys are. Let Ace and Jason Barnes battle out that position. Let Dale Moore and Nick Jones battle out that position. And D'Angelo Smith's had a really good spring. He and Lamar are battling out to who's going to back up Alshon. So got a good group. We're doing well, and just continue to try to get better through the rest of the spring.
Barnes is an older guy. 2 years ago,
Correct.
He really had a pretty good year. Not the numbers last year, but how's he looking? Is he stepping forward?
Yeah, we're right in the middle of a high school clinic right now, and I was going over deep balls, and I'm watching my cut-ups from a couple years ago, and Jason Barnes had 4 or 5 versus Kentucky, Ole Miss, great plays. And then he just hadn't gotten as many opportunities, but he's a fifth-year senior, and typically when you bring a fifth-year senior back, you bring him back because he's a good guy, a good player, a good leader, and we're giving him an opportunity right there in slot to be that guy for us.
Coach, I know tomorrow the second scrimmage is coming up for you guys. Anything different? I mean, do you do anything special in store tomorrow?
No, not really. We're still trying to polish up, execute assignments, learn defenses on offense, just really try to improve. But nothing special, nothing majorly day-to-day we need to focus on. We kind of install some different things week by week. But just make sure we go out there and kind of snap the ball and block and tackle, execute.
Is this the deepest receiving core you've had since you guys got here?
Possibly. You know, I always look at it, who your guys are going to play. You normally don't have more than 4 guys that you really want on the field playing a lot. But I do have 6 or 7 guys that if we had to go play, could all go play. I'd feel comfortable with. So that's a fair statement. But still, at the end of the day, you want to make sure you have 1, 2, or 3 great players, and that kind of determines what kind of group you have.
This is the first chance we've had to talk to you since the Ellington situation. What were your thoughts on him and playing receiver for you and what the contribution?
Well, it's hard to put much into him right now. Obviously I recruited him and I was down there and I saw him play and I know what he can do. I've watched him play basketball and I know what kind of explosion and toughness and talent he's got. But heck, I can't do anything with him until August. So, but he'll be out here in the summer running and lifting and going through those drills, but look forward to seeing what he can do, and we have every intention on putting him on the field and letting him play.
You mentioned recruiting him. There seems to be some debate out there about how much you recruited him after he played basketball. How much did you talk to him during basketball?
Made very clear. I've not said a word to him. I talked to him in August. I saw him preseason at a training table, and I have not talked to him until last week.
No text or anything?
I did send him a text. I sent him a few texts during the year. Congratulations on how well he played basketball. Good game, but never talked any kind of football at all with him.
How about Dale Moore this spring? He's had some moments, it looks like, where he stepped up a little bit.
Dale's really come around. He's starting to be more comfortable and process our offense faster, if that makes sense. He's a little more comfortable. He's a little faster because he feels a little bit better about what he's supposed to do. But he's a talented kid. He's got long arms, catches the ball very well. Made a couple real good plays today, and kind of looking for him to break out a little bit. Really am.
Do you hope to come out in spring with a definite 1 and 2 with each of your 3 spots?
Well, sure, but that's all subject to change. Every player you got, you want them to get better. I hope at the end of this spring, I've got 7 guys that are great players. I love every one of them, and you'd like to clearly identify this guy's better than that guy going into the summer and fall. But come the first game, that's all subject to change.